EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Sproles, the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it's the Boise State along. Jay Ajayi. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go. Great.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Come on now, let's go, come on now, let's go. Hey, empty. What's your son?
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Josh Jones in on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Lefty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. Great.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4th.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's a giant. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace. Throwing on first is Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I kind of chuckled to myself a little bit when I remember Darren Sproles coming out of college. I remember one scout saying, yeah, but what are you going to do with him in the pass game? Quarterback can't find him downfield because he's only 5'6". On that screen pass, they found him pretty well. And his balance is unsurpassed. He's so strong, he can take hits and stay on his feet.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. On first down, Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's throws. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
82.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this. Third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truth about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glasses for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, Tupac tag on, I got it in the bag now, getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Wentz. And his first look is incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. That play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 66 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? On play action, Wentz out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Aguilar has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Wentz now on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Great. Great.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this is going to be incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Wentz. Bird shrugs him aside. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on now. Come on now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
82.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
go. Hey, let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Rodgers. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chris Long coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, we're not going. Drive right.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Graham displaying the strength. And he finds Jimmy Graham. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. This football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're close game, but they're going to
locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's